These are the reasons why you are constantly late, and here's how you can fix this problem. Being on time is a skill that requires no talent to master, and yet you may discover the habit of running late difficult to overcome, while recommitting yourself to becoming more punctual every time you miss your appointments, only to soon find yourself running behind once again. If you wish to know how come the busiest people are often the most punctual, if you wonder why you struggle with being on time, friend, and if you do desire to be more dependable and accurate with the way you handle your time, you might want to stick around and hear what I'm about to say. One of the reasons you are consistently late is your underestimation of how much time has passed. Observe your behavior in situations where you need to leave home at a certain hour, when you start getting ready 45 minutes in advance, thinking that you have plenty of time, ending up with the phone in your hand, scrolling mindlessly for what you think was 20 minutes, only to find out surprised that you have 5 minutes left to get out the door. This kind of misperception of time can also be a disadvantage to you, friend, in circumstances where you underestimate how long it will take to do something, even when you have evidence of the contrary. Maybe you once finished one of your daily tasks at work in record time, even though normally it will take you 30 minutes longer to execute. If the reference point of your future effort estimations will be that record time, you will most probably be 30 minutes late with your delivery on your normal days. If you struggle with punctuality, there is a high chance that you are prone to procrastinate in all areas of life. You might be easily distracted, and whenever you decide to do something specific, you figure that it won't hurt to check your email before you start, and then scroll through Facebook, ending up on YouTube, and before you know it, 2 hours have been wasted on nothing. Your willpower to work on your projects is depleted, and you end up postponing everything for another time. If you are the kind of man that is easily bored and seeks intense stimulation, the rush of beating the clock can give you the adrenaline needed to become excited about your projects. The all-or-nothing approach created by the limited time frame available can sometimes feel like the stakes are higher and it might help you focus more. However, many times you will fail due to the same pressure that you have created by forgetting important elements or delivering shallow results. If you were raised by controlling parents, if you have a boss breathing down your neck all the time, or if you don't have the life you've always wanted, you may view punctuality as a mark of a man that is mediocre, a man that conforms. Being late in this case may be a way of feeling like you are different. It strokes your ego and gives you a sense of control, even though you lack any feeling of power in other areas of your life. As you can see, friend, struggling with the habit of being on time can have different causes, some of them deeper and more difficult to shake, and breaking such a habit will require you to cultivate new beneficial behaviors. Here are some ways to do that. If you find yourself feeling that time moves slower than it actually does, or that you can get more stuff done in a period of time than you realistically can, you need to train your mind to think more accurately about time. Make a chart of how long you think your daily tasks take you, and then get a timer and a notebook so that you can write down how long each activity actually takes. It is easy to get distracted and to drift off to unnecessary activities if you think of being punctual as something your father or teacher randomly asked you to do. Do your best, friend, to see it as a matter of integrity, a way of keeping your promises and being a man of your word. Form this inner conviction about the importance of being on time so that you can move from relying on deadlines to motivate you. Allow yourself to be driven by your inner desire to keep your word and to pursue mastery and excellence. If you love the excitement of beating the clock, or if you are always late just to avoid feeling ordinary, you might want to assess your life as a man a bit more, because it is kind of sad to get your word like this. There is nothing unique about being selfish and creating inconveniences for other people just to boost your personal ego. Put your efforts into building the life that you want, involve risk in these efforts, and follow your passions and interests if you truly want to break away from the crowd. Pursuing such a path in life will require planning and execution. In order to avoid spending too little time on important things, ending up inevitably struggling to catch up and get stuff done, build a habit of planning each task of each day. Plan out what you are going to do each hour of the day, as well as how long you plan to spend on each activity. Do your best to be specific with your estimations and reassess every week the accuracy of your judgment. Since time is a finite resource, try to reduce its waste throughout the day by paying attention to the repetitive habits in your life. Make an effort to keep important items, keys, wallet, phone in fixed places so that you won't spend time looking for them. If you do not have to cook for a special occasion, prepare a few meals in advance. Keep your office organized so that you can easily find the items you are looking for. Paying extreme attention to how you spend your time may sound like a chore, but keep in mind, friend, that if you manage to spend your daily hours efficiently, you will end up having more free slots in your calendar, hours that you can invest in anything that will fulfill you. Punctuality is not only a sign of respect for the ones around you, but a sign of respect towards yourself. Will you choose to cultivate the habit of being on time? Will you spend this finite resource on the things that matter in your life? Or will you continue to be indifferent and just drift along wherever life pulls you? One path will lead you to fulfillment, the other to frustration. The choice is yours to make.